My daughter looked me up and down and said, "Mom, you're too embarrassing to meet my friends. Can you just stay upstairs when they come over?" What she didn't know was that her embarrassing mother had just been featured on the cover of Forbes magazine. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, comment where you're watching from, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a story like this. Have you experienced something like this? Please let me know in the comments. My name is Helen, I'm 48 years old, and this is the story of how I learned just how little my daughter really knew about me. It all started 3 years ago here in Boston, Massachusetts. My daughter Jessica was in her final year of college and constantly talked about her friends. Madison's father owned a big law firm. Sophia's mother was a famous architect. Emma's family were high society people with summer homes in Martha's Vineyard. And I was just Helen, a simple mother who raised her daughter alone after my husband David died, running a small accounting office. Or at least that's how I appeared in Jessica's eyes. The first sign was before Jessica's graduation party. While we were preparing at home, she turned to me and said, "Mom, maybe you shouldn't talk too much with my friends during the party. They're from a bit different circle." I frowned. "What do you mean?" "You know, you talk about very ordinary things. Accounting, housework, vegetable gardening. These aren't topics they're interested in." My heart sank at that moment, but I didn't say anything. Maybe it was just young girl shyness. The second sign was Jessica's birthday party. She was turning 22 and had invited her friends over. I had made a beautiful cake and decorated the living room. When the doorbell rang, I excitedly ran to greet them. "Mom, wait," Jessica called out. "You stay in the kitchen, I'll greet them." "But Jessica, I want to meet your guests." "Please, Mom, just keep yourself busy. They're very sophisticated people." I sat in the kitchen all evening, listening to my daughter's friends' voices. After they left, Jessica came to me. "Mom, thank you. It went really well." "Jessica, why don't you want me to meet your friends?" She avoided my eyes. "Mom, you're a wonderful person, but they're on a different level. You might not be able to fit in with them." "Level? Jessica, I raised you alone, sent you to university." "I know, Mom, but that's not it. You're just normal. They come from elite circles." That night, as I went to bed, I thought about it. My daughter was embarrassed by me. She saw me as normal, ordinary, someone not worthy of her elite friends. But there was something Jessica didn't know. 3 years ago, right after David died, I had decided to expand my small accounting office. Not just expand it, but create a completely new model. Technology-based, AI-supported financial consulting services. I named my company SmartLedger Solutions. The first year was very difficult. I worked day and night, learned programming, collaborated with technology experts. Jessica was at university and didn't come home often. I didn't tell her about this new project in detail either. She was already bored with accounting work, saying, "Mom's talking about numbers again." In the second year, clients started coming. Small businesses first, then medium-sized companies. Our artificial intelligence algorithms really worked. Companies could reduce their costs by 30–40%. In the third year, the big fish came. One of Boston's largest technology companies wanted to use our system. Then banks, insurance companies followed. And right at the time when Jessica was embarrassed by me, SmartLedger Solutions had reached a value of $2 million. But I was still wearing the same clothes at home, using the same old car, planting vegetables in my garden. For Jessica, I was still ordinary mom Helen. The last straw came last month. Jessica had graduated from university and was looking for a job. Her friends Madison, Sophia, and Emma had come to the house to do some networking. I was making tea in the kitchen. Jessica came to me. "Mom, please don't ask them too many questions, and maybe it would be good if you stayed upstairs. We're going to discuss important business matters." "Jessica, I understand the business world too. Maybe I can help." She laughed, a condescending laugh. Mom, you do small accounting work. These are corporate finance, technology investments, the startup world, not things you know about. My heart burned. Okay, I said, I'll stay upstairs. As I went up the stairs, I heard their conversation. Madison, Jessica, your mom is so sweet, but really so simple. Sophia, yes, she's still doing gardening. How cute. Emma, how did you become so modern in such a family? Jessica's answer killed me. I don't know. I guess I got the intelligence from my dad. At that moment, I decided enough was enough. The next morning, as Jessica was getting ready to go to work, I told her, Jessica, I have an important meeting tonight. Maybe you can have dinner out with your friends. What meeting, Mom? Business meeting. I'm going to meet with investors. She smiled. Okay, Mom. Good luck with your small accounts. That evening, the Forbes magazine photographer came to my house for the cover shoot of the Rising Female Entrepreneurs Under 50 issue. I would be featured in next week's issue as the founder of SmartLedger Solutions. Jessica came home late at night. I was sitting in the living room working on my laptop. Mom, how was your meeting? It went well. What did you discuss? The future of the company, new investments, technology development. Jessica frowned. Mom, please don't pretend. I know what your job is. I smiled. Do you know? Of course, a small accounting office. I turned my laptop toward her. On the screen was SmartLedger Solutions' income statement. This month's figures, $850,000. Jessica's face changed. What is this? My company's revenue report. Which company? SmartLedger Solutions. I'm the founder and CEO. Silence. Jessica was looking at the screen, trying to understand the numbers. Mom, is this real? I'm going to be on the cover of Forbes next week, on the list of America's most successful female entrepreneurs under 50. Jessica's mouth fell open. The small accounting work you know about, I said calmly. When the magazine came out the next week, Jessica's phone wouldn't stop ringing. Her friends kept calling. Madison, Jessica, your mom is in Forbes. This is incredible. Sophia, my mom does architecture, but she's never been on the Forbes cover. Emma, Jessica, your mom is the new star of the tech world. When Jessica came home that evening, she found me in the living room. Mom, can we talk? Sure. I treated you terribly. Yes, you did. I was just scared of what my friends would think. Jessica, you've been embarrassed by me for 3 years. You find me normal, you find me simple, but you never asked me what I actually do. I knew accounting. No, Jessica, you thought you knew. Did you ever ask how my company was doing? Whether I had new projects? No, because in your mind, I was categorized. Ordinary Mom Helen. Her eyes filled up. You're right. I'm so sorry. Jessica, success isn't just about money. I raised you alone, sent you to university, made you a good person. That's my biggest success, but you didn't value that. Mom, how can I make it up to you? I paused, thought. Invite your friends to dinner this weekend. Why? Because now I want to meet them, and they'll want to meet me too. That weekend, Madison, Sophia, and Emma came. This time, it was very different. They asked me questions, were curious about my company. We talked about the tech world. Madison's father was looking for technology consulting for his law firm. Sophia's mother needed financial analysis for her architecture projects. Mrs. Helen, Emma said, you're truly inspiring. How did you achieve such success? By working hard, never stopping learning, and most importantly, by focusing on my own abilities rather than what others thought about me. I looked at Jessica, and by never judging anyone by their appearance, age, or background. After the guests left that evening, Jessica came to me. Mom, I was such a stupid girl. No, Jessica, you were just young, but you learned. My friends were very impressed by you. Madison wants to apply for an internship. I laughed. We'll see. But first, I need to review her CV. Mom, can I ask you something? Ask. Why didn't you ever tell me? Why did you stay silent even though you knew I found you embarrassing? I thought about it. Because, Jessica, real success comes not from showing off, but from doing the work. When you were ready, you would see, and you did. But what about the Forbes cover? Isn't that showing off too? No, that's recognition. Recognition is important in the business world. But look, even after the cover came out, I still live in the same house, wear the same clothes, work in the same garden. Because I haven't changed. You just started seeing me. Today, Jessica works at my company. She became marketing director. Her friends are also among our regular clients. Madison's father gets technology consulting for his law firm. Sophia's mother uses our financial analysis services for her projects. Mrs. Helen, Emma said, "You're truly inspiring. How did you achieve such success?" By working hard, never stopping learning, and most importantly, by focusing on my own abilities rather than what others thought about me. I looked at Jessica, and by never judging anyone by their appearance, age, or background. After the guests left that evening, Jessica came to me. Mom, I was such a stupid girl. No, Jessica, you were just young, but you learned. My friends were very impressed by you. Madison wants to apply for an internship. I laughed. We'll see. But first, I need to review her CV. Mom, can I ask you something? Ask. Why didn't you ever tell me? Why did you stay silent even though you knew I found you embarrassing? I thought about it. Because, Jessica, real success comes not from showing off, but from doing the work. When you were ready, you would see. And you did. But what about the Forbes cover? Isn't that showing off too? No, that's recognition. Recognition is important in the business world. But look, even after the cover came out, I still live in the same house, wear the same clothes, work in the same garden. Because I haven't changed. You just started seeing me. Today, Jessica works at my company. She became marketing director. Her friends are also among our regular clients. Madison's father gets technology consulting for his law firm. Sophia's mother needs our financial analysis services for her projects. And last week, Jessica told me, Mom, I wish I had known you earlier. I laughed. Jessica, you always knew me. You just weren't looking. The best part is this. Now when her friends come over, they say, "Where is Jessica's mom? We want to talk to her." And Jessica proudly says, "She's in her office, changing the world." Sometimes people put you in a box and stick a label on you, and you accept that label. But real power lies in quietly breaking that label without trying to prove it to anyone and carving your own path. I lived with the embarrassing mom label for 3 years, but at the same time, I was quietly building an empire. And the best part was, I didn't do it to impress anyone. I did it because I knew my own worth. What would you have done in my place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story touched you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about how real worth doesn't wait to be seen.